by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn little teeny bop, little old young white get you 50 mil?
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I know. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Get with a white woman because I was scared. She might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Dad.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the story from when I'm...
Charleston White went all out on Shannon Sharpe, holding absolutely nothing back, following that alleged $23 million hush payment and his abrupt departure from ESPN. Charleston isn't softening his words one bit. He claims Shannon brought this on himself. And yes, all because of a snow bunny. Now, the internet is running wild with it, and Shannon's name is burning up online. If you've been watching closely, you would have seen the headlines about Shannon being let go from ESPN right after privately settling that massive $50 million lawsuit. And let's not pretend we didn't see this coming. For months, people have been murmuring that the whole Gabriela Zuniga ordeal was much dirtier than it appeared on paper. You might remember that lawsuit from the OnlyFans model who accused Shannon of assault, causing her severe emotional harm, and even allegedly putting hands on her. That's not the type of fire you just walk away from untouched. Then, out of nowhere, she released a phone recording between her and Shannon. And let's be real. He didn't exactly sound like an innocent man. He allegedly came across loud, aggressive, and with almost animalistic energy.
Everything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You wanna be a to me now, so...
I don't wanna be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice.
And of course, Shannon didn't waste any time. He jumped online with a quick, I didn't do anything speech, calling the entire case a shakedown. He insisted everything that happened was consensual. Then he tried to turn it around on attorney Tony Busby, claiming this was part of a long-term plot against wealthy black men. He said Busby had gone after Jay-Z, Diddy, and now him, and announced he planned to file a countersuit for defamation.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
But now, he's allegedly shelled out $23 million just to make the lawsuit disappear. The word is, Shannon privately settled the case for that amount. And here's the twist. Insiders claim he had already offered Gabriela $10 million when the lawsuit first surfaced, but she turned it down, saying she had proof and receipts. And now, she's walked away with a $23 million settlement and quit her OnlyFans career, securing the bag. Meanwhile, Charleston White, as loud as ever, is saying what a lot of people have been thinking. He's not just mocking Shannon, he's dragging him, hitting with the question that cuts deep. Why settle if you're innocent? Why drop that kind of cash if it was just a setup? Charleston even threw Shannon's own past words back in his face, reminding folks that Shannon had always said he avoids even riding elevators with white women to steer clear of trouble. Yet now, here he is, allegedly in the gym, sweatpants on, no underwear, letting a 20-year-old snow bunny press up against
Shannon, what shit is you talking? Like, you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old damn near teeny bopper. Little old young white get you 50 mil. You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million.
Charleston said it doesn't add up. According to him, Shannon sold out a long time ago, left the streets and the black community, stopped rolling with the real ones, put on that tight suit, started playing the corporate game, and thought it would never turn on him. But now it's hitting back. He said Shannon was downright foolish for thinking he was too slick to get caught. Instead of sticking with hood chicks or strip club girls who know how to play the game, he went after the one woman who had everything to gain by flipping the script.
With the game. That's why I stay at the strip club. With real. When you dealing with whole problems, you ain't got these problems. You dealing with these little just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty funk.
And here we are, that messy lawsuit. Charleston even pointed out that this Gabriella isn't the same woman from Shannon's chaotic IG Live saga last September. So this isn't some random incident, it's a pattern. Now, Shannon is out here apologizing and trying to play the victim. If you've been tuned into the streets, you've probably already heard his apology after getting fired from ESPN. He went live, asking his brother Sterling for forgiveness for stealing his moment, since ESPN dropped him right before his Hall of Fame induction. He also told fans he was sorry for messing up and letting them down.
Everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at
But Charleston wasn't buying it. He called it medicine after death, saying Shannon should have listened when Monique warned him to stay away from those young girls because they were just waiting to pounce the moment he slipped up.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Even Cat Williams told him directly on Club Shay Shay, leave those white girls alone. But Shannon just laughed it off, thinking he couldn't be touched. He believed he was running the game, but in the end, he was the one being played.
With a white woman, because I was scared, she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Dad.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the story from when
Charleston never vibed with Shannon from the very start. According to him, Shannon always carried a bit of hate toward him because Charleston spoke loudly and without a filter. He had been calling out NFL players for being nothing but big, dumb football guys. He even took shots at Deion Sanders, labeling him a modern-day Bill Cosby, saying they were all acting out some fake, perfect TV family image while turning their backs on real culture.
Sharpe, he really don't like me. I done call all the football players, man, big old dumb stupid ass. So I done offended and insulted everybody. But you gotta understand, homie, I done said some horrible things about Deion and the boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this an alumni.
Yeah, that's why.
I said some horrible things about Deion is the modern day Bill Cosby and them boys is Theo Huxtable and yeah, man.
Yeah,
he's the modern day of that. This is who we, so we idolize this family. Deion is the ideal father in the black community. This is, yeah. So, and here I am attacking him in his toe.
Shannon didn't like that. He didn't like Charleston keeping it raw while he played the clean corporate puppet. But Charleston didn't care. He said it straight. If you're not street anymore, you're done. And now Shannon's paying the price. Not just losing his job, but according to some insiders, possibly losing a $100 million media deal he was building, all over a snow bunny. And let's be real, Shannon wasn't just another sports analyst. He was a full brand, podcasts, endorsements, media appearances, everything in motion. Now it's all shaking because he didn't take 2 seconds to think. One move with the wrong woman and it's all crumbling. The streets are loud right now, with people saying Shannon gave up more in that lawsuit than he ever earned playing in the NFL. They're roasting him, claiming he paid an OnlyFans model like she was a Super Bowl MVP. All of this could have been avoided if he had just listened and stuck to old school street rules. But no, he wanted sharp, young, and pretty. And now look at the outcome. One person hit hard, saying, "He paid her more than he made in his NFL career, and no way he's innocent." Another said, "Shannon, this could have all been avoided if you'd listened to Captain and Monique." Someone else bluntly added that they still don't get it, and told him to learn when to stay quiet because he brought this on himself. What hurts people most? It's not even the $23 million. It's knowing that everything he built, every brick of that post-NFL empire now has a crack in it. And in this game, cracks aren't easy to fix. Especially when you don't have the streets backing you anymore. So now the question is, did Shannon play himself chasing the wrong type, or is Charleston just stirring the pot like usual? Is this karma catching up, or was it a setup from the jump?